All right, and we are recording. Hi, welcome everybody. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. My name is Christy Monahan. For those who don't know me, first and foremost, I am a mom to three amazing boys. I'm a wife. I live in Central Florida, and I am a retired nurse. Hi, Kathy. My whole life wanted to be a nurse. I don't know if you guys can see. I have a huge scar down the middle of my chest. I was actually born with a hole in my heart. So when I was a toddler, was very, very sick, in and out of hospitals. And finally, around the age of 3, physicians figured out I had a hole in my heart, and I had to have surgery. And I know that's taken it back, way back. I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but that really kind of is where my journey here with NAVAN began. Because it was that moment that I grew a love for nurses. I grew a love for healthcare. I was one of those people that would watch that channel at 2 a.m. of, I don't know, all different kinds of crazy surgeries or whatever. That kind of thing always interested me. So my whole life wanted to be a nurse, went to high school and went right into nursing school afterwards, and started working as a nurse. Then I met my husband, who him and I developed a family, and we have 3 young boys now. And as I was in the hospital, I worked in a hospital setting in post-neurosurgery. I loved it. I took care of patients. I loved helping the sick. But about 12 years in, it got to the point where I no longer felt like I was helping people anymore, which is, again, ultimately why I got into nursing and healthcare to begin with. And it was a pivotal moment because it was right around the same time. So I was on maternity leave. I just had my 3rd son. Prior to that, I had lost my father from cancer. I had lots of things that had happened in, personal things, I guess you could say. But it was a pivotal moment because we had had our 3rd son. I had a feeling I did not want to go back to working in the hospital setting anyway. I was really sick of working 12-hour shifts, holidays, weekends, having to have Thanksgiving the day after Thanksgiving on Black Friday because I always had to work, things like that, right? I love nursing and I love my job, but I love my kids more. So I was already kind of wanting to get out of the hospital setting, but didn't really know how. But it was, at that time, I was on maternity leave, that my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer. Now, I told you I had lost my dad about 7 years prior to that to cancer. And when we had the diagnosis for my dad, hold on just one second, let me mute the lines. When we got that diagnosis for my dad, we had 6 months, I say we, my family and I had 6 months almost to the day that he lost his life. So in my mind, when my mom was diagnosed, I thought, if I'm only gonna have 6 months with my mom, I'm not spending it in a hospital setting. I am going to be there with her, take her to her chemo treatments, do everything I can to be there for her. And that's just what I did. So decided I wasn't gonna go back to working in the hospital. My husband had his own business at the time, so we weren't in financial crisis just of yet. But lo and behold, maybe about 6 months in, it was actually about 8 months, my husband and I had a conversation, and I needed to find something to be able to do from home, right? I looked at chart auditing and, other kinds of jobs nurses can do from home. And even though you were doing them from home, you still had to be tied to a desk for, 5, 6, 8 hours a day. So a friend of mine introduced me to network marketing. Again, this is about 5 years ago. She introduced me to network marketing and showed me a little bit different side than I had originally thought network marketing was. Originally, I thought it was more direct sales, right? We all know those things. I love all network marketing, so I'm not bashing anyone else's company, but I thought it was more like Pampered Chef and leggings and, stocking my trunk full of a bunch of things and then going to someone's house and trying to sell it retail. When what a friend of mine showed me, it was very, very different, right? It was networking, it was meeting people, it was sharing things that I love. And again, this was about 5 years ago. So I partnered with her in a health and wellness company, and that was my first taste of network marketing. About 8 months in, I was failing miserably and decided maybe I should listen to my coach. And I finally did, and was able to, in a very short handful of months, get into the leadership ranks in that company, make into the 6 figures. I was earning the car bonus and the leadership bonus and all of these things, right? I was doing very, very well income-wise, had a huge team. And about 2 years ago, it's been 2 years already, I was at that company's convention and was actually on stage winning awards. And I had this feeling in my gut that I no longer was supposed to be there anymore. And I don't know if any of you have ever had that feeling. I don't know if it was God or the universe or just my conscience telling me that it was time for me to move on. The company that I was with, again, I'm not naming any names, I don't want to bash anyone else's thing, but they required you to go to leadership events like this, right? And again, the whole reason I got into network marketing was so I could have more time freedom, so I could be with my mom and my kids. So the fact that I had to go away, it was around, it was Mother's Day weekend, actually. I had to go away to this convention was very, very frustrating to me. And while I was there, my husband had to go to this Mother's Day tea with my son because I couldn't make it. And while he was there, he took a picture of something my son had made at school. My son is now 6. He was about 4 at the time. And it was one of those little pictures, right? If you were parents, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It says, my mom's favorite color is this, her favorite food is this, she's this tall, you know, that kind of thing. And one of the questions was, what is your mom's favorite thing to do? And in the comments, and I'm kind of frustrated that his teacher even let him put this, but in the comments, it said, my mom's favorite thing to do is, and I quote, be on her phone all the time, all the time. So here I am at this convention, right? Away from my family. It's, you know, it's Mother's Day time. I forget if it was exact, I'm sure it wasn't the exact weekend, but it's around that time. My husband is at this Mother's Day tea that I can't go to. He's the only dad there for my son's preschool, and I am just broken, right? I got into network marketing because I wanted time freedom, and I had anything but. In my son's eyes, who was 4, he didn't understand that mommy is working when she's on her phone, right? But it was a great realization for me that I was working too much. So where I'm going with this kind of prefacing the story is the fact that the company that I was with was amazing, and I'm not going to say anything negative about it. It was great. It taught me about network marketing and gave me a love and a passion for something that I didn't even know I had. But it also was very frustrating because in that company, the compensation plan was very, very difficult to get into the leadership ranks, to be able to make that 6 figures. The reason I was able to get to that point is because I was working my behind off, right? And as I looked down at my team and I looked at the, you know, thousands of people that were with me in that company and in my organization, very few were making into the leadership ranks, at least income-wise, where I was. There was a few others that were maybe making, you know, 6 figures, but everyone else was barely covering enough, barely making enough to cover their auto ship. This is very frustrating to me. I wanted to be able to help other people. Yes, it was great that I had, you know, been able to work from home or whatnot, but if I was on my phone the whole time, what kind of life is that? So I left, and my husband thought I was crazy. Actually wanted to send me to a psychiatrist because I was like, we're leaving this. I'm not working this company anymore. Like I'm done. It's time to move on. I had met someone who's one of my very best friends. And if you do partner with us, you will soon find out who he is, but his name is Kyle Helm. And we were sidelined in that company. Very good friends, did not financially impact each other whatsoever. It was more or less just a lot of conversation, sometimes venting. What do you do on your team? This is how I do my team trainings, you know, just kind of back and forth. Anyway, right around the same time, he ended up leaving as well for very different reasons. We all had our own reasons, right? But we had a conversation, and I told him, if you ever go anywhere else, you have to let me know. He was one of those people, when you walk in a room, you just know it, right? He's someone you look at and you think to yourself, I want to be where that guy is, right? He's very successful at what he's doing. I kind of felt like I was a newbie, so to speak, kind of bumping in here and there and just kind of figuring out what worked. And he seemed to have it all mapped out and all planned. And when I left that company, I told him, if you ever go anywhere else, you let me know, right? Well, the last year, kind of dabbled in some other network marketing things. And last year, about this time, I went back into nursing. I did not think that I had a place in network marketing anymore. I didn't think that it was, for me. I didn't think that what I originally saw in the industry was really there. I saw a lot of negative things. I saw a lot of people get hurt. I saw a lot of the things that a lot of people have grown to know the MLM industry to be kind of known for. And in August, my friend Kyle reached out to me, and he had always talked about this person, Trey Knight. And I'll introduce you guys to him here in just a second on a short little video, but he'd always talked about this person, Trey Knight. And he had always talked about this detox product. And it was kind of one of those things where it was like, okay, great. Well, I'm never going to meet this person. And that detox product is not available. So I don't know why you're always talking to me about this, right? And I'll get into the detox a little bit later, but he is not a product person. Once you guys meet Kyle, again, if you come on board with us, you'll see what I mean. He's very numbers and can tell you how to go make some serious money in this industry. And he's all about the people, but not really product, not really his thing, right? So when he'd always get really passionate about this product and talk about it, it was always quite comical. Again, because I couldn't get my hands on it. So it was one of those things that was like, okay, great, but why are we even talking about this? Because it's not available. Anyway, long story short, this is back in August. He gave me a phone call and I picked up the phone and it went something like, we've done it. And I was like, what? He was talking to me about NAVAN and that the fact that it was created. And again, I was at a place where I pretty much thought I was done in network marketing. I didn't want to go back to working in this industry anymore. I had seen a lot of ick. I had no longer felt that I could help anyone, make an income, significant income. And it's a lot of work, and especially initially. And I didn't know if I wanted to go back, but when I heard Kyle share with me what NAVAN was all about and why it was started and the products that they had and about the founder and about the principles that they were started on, I knew that this was something that I had to be a part of, because everything that I had just gone through in the last couple years had brought me to this place. And one of the slogans here, I hate to say slogan because it sounds kind of cheesy, but one of the things that we say here at NAVAN is make way for the good. And it's talking about a few things. One, our main product, which is our detox product, gets rid of the bad and helps make way for the good. But it also, I personally feel, is a great example for a lot of the people that come to NAVAN. A lot of the people that start with NAVAN have been in other network marketing companies before. They've been hurt, they've been broken, they've seen behind that ugly curtain of some of the ick, and I don't know what other word to use, right? That some network marketing companies have. They've seen the frustration, they've seen all of that, right? And when they're shown NAVAN, they're shown and they see something so different. So tonight, in the next few minutes or so, I'm going to take you, I say few minutes, it'll probably be about another half hour. I'll take you through just some things. We'll talk about the products, we'll talk about the comp plan, and mainly we'll talk about why this is so different. Again, I don't bash anyone else's thing. I'm not here to tell you, your network marketing company is not as good as ours or any of that, but I am here to show you about why myself and so many other people just fell in love with this company. So first things first, I'm going to share my screen real quick, and I'm going to show you a very brief video of our founder, our co-founder, and our CEO. His name is Trey Knight. Just sharing a little bit about what makes our company so different. Then we'll dive into the nitty-gritty, right? The compensation plan and the products and all of that. So bear with me just for 1 second. I'm going to flip my screen around.
One of the questions I get asked all the time is why create NAVAN and what makes it different? What I tend to tell people is that we created the company because we couldn't find a company that we wanted to participate in. And my wife one day just in a conversation said, you need to stop complaining about what you can't find and go create it. You have the background to do it. What you need to do is not focus on what you can't find, create what you want to be a part of. And so that's what we set out to do at NAVAN. And we set out to do it with some very fundamental principles built around it. And one of them, and probably the most important one, was that people had to be first. We understood that the asset of any direct selling company, network marketing, or for that matter, any company, is the people that participate, the customers and the members that join your community and are part of building that community. And inside that, we just set out to have a set of core values that were a part of our lifestyle, something that we believed in. We had to be transparent. It had to have the truth wrapped around it. We wanted it to be biblically based. And so as we started building the company, as we started to realize what we were doing, people would come back and they'd ask, well, what makes this really different? Well, we set out to just be a better company. I knew this is an industry that I love, that had changed thousands of people's lives, and there was a lot of frustration out there because I believe some of the experiences of people have not been good experiences. And I think that's what the direct selling industry and our company was created for. The main purpose here, and it always has been since the day the industry was invented, was to help people overcome where they were. And so all they're really looking for in today's environment is a company that's real. A company that is going to do exactly what they say they're going to do. And quite honestly, we just set out to create a better company. And what made it nice is that, to be honest with you, the bar was set real low. So you didn't have to come out with shiny objects, or you didn't have to come out with the best, better, newest thing. You just had to show up and be a better company and treat people the way they wanted to be treated. And that's one of the core reasons that we're different. In that process, we wanted to make sure that we kept our core beliefs involved in that, intertwined in that. And what does that mean? Well, Our company is biblically based. What does biblically based mean to us? It means we're going to treat people the way we want to be treated. We're going to be truthful and honest and transparent in everything that we do. And I don't think, as simple as that sounds, believe it or not, in today's environment, that's become the exception, not the norm. So in the same context, take our company, NAVAN. It's a vehicle. And so how much better off are people because we created this vehicle that they get to interact with? That's the real reason we created this company called NAVAN. Really, our marketing strategy is one of the core strengths of our business. And our marketing strategy and our vision really came out of the challenges I encountered as a leader and a builder. At NAVAN, we want to empower individuals to find their voice. We want them to be able to create a brand and then be able to monetize that influence from the brand they've created. And see, what I feel is that companies in this industry and owners don't want to allow people to create their own brands and grow as people. They fear that the people are going to leave. They fear that they'll become bigger than the company or have more influence than the owners do. What you got to remember is it was created and built on empowering and developing individuals to grow and to succeed. And companies today are leading from a mindset of mammon, in my opinion. And what I mean by that is their focus is more in a greedy pursuit of gain for them personally and not fulfilling the real reason for building a community or a company. And that to us is creating a vehicle to facilitate people getting from where they are to where they want to go. Then all of a sudden you get into conversations about culture. Listen, at the end of the day, no matter what great companies you look at, the people who participate with those companies or who are employed by those companies, they feel safe. And what we wanted to create at NAVAN is a safe haven for all. It's a community of respect and inclusivity. Very important. Because guys, at the end of the day, we're going to leave this earth, and when we go, we can't take it with us. So how about if we just created something that because it was there and people found it, they were better off, whatever that meant to them. And while they were there, they felt safe. They felt they were in a community that respected them, and a community of inclusivity where their voice mattered and their success mattered. That's really the essence of the culture that we created at NAVAN. One of the things that I'm extremely proud of is that on average, we pay out 50% of every dollar that comes into the company in commission to the people who participate as members here at NAVAN. It's one of the keys, I think, that a lot of companies don't do and don't understand. If you want to talk about people winning, then you kind of have to put your money where your mouth is. And a lot of people ask me all the time, they say, well, how do you pay out that much? And I think the better question is going to come 6 months or 12 months from now, when people are beginning to ask their companies, why can't we pay out that much? It's not something special that we created. It's not something that we did. It's just we chose to create a company where our focus is on the people. Therefore, we're not building Taj Mahal corporate offices and flying on private corporate airplanes and doing the kind of things that so many companies do. We literally put our money back into the only asset that an industry and a company like NAVAN has, and that's the people who participate. So at NAVAN, integrity and transparency goes all the way through our products. They are independently lab tested, and we post those independent lab tests on our website. They have all natural ingredients. We don't use things like synthetic ingredients inside of our products. We believe that at NAVAN, if you're going to benefit at all from any kind of a health and wellness product, you have to go to the core of what causes health and wellness to deteriorate, and that means you got to get rid of the bad. That's where the tagline that comes in, make way for the good. You got to get the bad stuff out of your body so you can put the good stuff in. When you put the good stuff in, after you get rid of the bad, all of a sudden the efficacy of those products go up. So it's in everybody's best interest, and one of our core focuses is to bring to market the absolute best, most all-natural products that we can find and share them with our community. It's great to be sitting here almost a year and a half after the conception of launching this company. You fast forward to September 28th of last year when we soft launched the company and began to turn our vision into reality. And what we've watched over the last 4 months is just, and one of the things we're most proud of is just the success people are having, the testimonies that we're getting, the receptiveness of the things that I've talked about from the standpoint of being transparent, being biblically based but yet not exclusive. In other words, everyone's welcome to be a part here, but we fundamentally make decisions based on a core set of principles that we believe in. And what that's done is we're seeing success, and we're seeing stories, and we're hearing testimonies about people having success that had never had success in the industry, and people feeling like they found a home and their values align with the company that they're talking to, and they see the transparency in all aspects of our company. And so we're just going to take that into the future. This industry is changing. And what we're really out to create is a lifestyle company. That's our ultimate goal. You can't get to the future by doing what was successful 10 years ago. You have to be willing to recognize and understand that the way in which we're communicating globally has changed. We recognize that our industry is about elevating people. So we're going to give you the tools to elevate you personally, your brand, and then we're going to provide a vehicle called NAVAN where you can monetize that brand. Whether you're an existing member with us at NAVAN, a retail customer here at NAVAN with us, or you're somebody new just looking at us for the first time. Somebody sent you this video because they wanted you to see why we're different. They wanted you to have an understanding of what this company is all about and how they think maybe it could benefit you. What I want to say to all those people is that, number one, thank you. Thank you for being a part of our first year. And then what I want to invite you to recognize is that we are just getting started. Folks, this is just the beginning. We're out to create a revolution in this industry. We're out to show everybody that it can be done better, it can be done with integrity, it can be done with transparency. And what I would tell you is, why not? Why not take a chance? Why not, for just a snapshot in time, look at this and say, well, it sounds different. Maybe they are different. You know, one of the challenges is I believe, is that most times in life we're on our knees praying for something different. And God presents that to us. And the challenge for us is that we don't recognize it as the opportunity. And so we don't act on it. And I believe that our lives get changed by our reaction to unexpected opportunities. I would tell you right now that what you just saw is an unexpected opportunity. So just get back with whoever invited you to this and tell them, yeah, I'm interested. I want to do this. I want to know more. I promise you, you won't be disappointed, and we will work extremely hard to continue.
All right. So thank you guys for sticking with me through this and watching that real quick. That was our founder and CEO, Tree Knight. And I talked to you guys real briefly about who he is prior to sharing that video with you, but I wanted to go into a little bit more detail before we dive into products. Our founder was an investment banker for places like GE Capital and other big corporations prior to getting into network marketing. So I think that's really important because there are some other network marketing companies out there that were started by people who kind of thought they knew it all or just wanted to create some kind of company, and those don't last very well. So knowing that our company is started by someone whose job was to go into big corporations that maybe weren't doing so well, were possibly looking at bankruptcy and things like that, going into those businesses and restructuring things to help those businesses start to flourish again, that to me speaks a lot of volume, because that says that this person knows what he's doing, especially when it comes to businesses, right? To compensation plans and things like that. So not only that, him and my business partner and Kyle Helm have been in the industry for over a decade. And when you heard him talk about the fact that he was complaining, and I don't think he used that word, but complaining to his wife on and on and on about not being able to find a company that he felt like he wanted to be a part of anymore, I think a lot of people, myself included, have been in that frustrating spot. If you've been in network marketing before, maybe you've been burned, maybe not, maybe you're at the place that maybe our founder was, Trey Knight, or I was, right? Of like, I can't find anything that's good enough for me to put my name behind, so I'm not gonna work in this industry anymore, right? I feel like a lot of us have gotten to that point. Anyway, so him and my business partner Kyle have been in network marketing for over a decade, and have been partnered up for a long time. So I did want to just go into that real briefly so you understand that our compensation plan and our products, they're first of all curated, our CEO, by someone who knows what he's doing in business, but also someone who has a lot of experience in network marketing in general. All right, so I'm going to dive in real quick. If you guys, hopefully you guys can see me, yeah, to our product line. You heard Trey talk real briefly about it. The first product I do want to talk about is our detox. And this is the product that I told you that I had heard about for years. My friend Kyle kept telling me about this product and kept telling me about it. And of course, my nurse brain was saying things like, okay, that sounds great. First of all, I don't think there's anything that can actually do that. And next, I can't get my hands on that, so why does it matter? Well, luckily, here at NAVAN, we have this product now. So Daily Detox is a micronized zeolite. It's a clinoptilolite. And what that means and I could get into real science here, but we'll briefly go over it. When volcanic ash meets water, it turns into a crystal. And again, I'm not going to get too science on you here, but I just want you to kind of paint this picture in your mind. It looks like a honeycomb, like a crystal. And this has been happening since our Earth was created. However you think that happened, it has been happening ever since we had volcanoes, right? And the reason this happens is because it's one of the ways that our Earth cleans itself up. I think we can all agree, when it's not filled with pollution, our Earth does a really great job at being this perfect ecosystem, right? So zeolite is in our oceans, it's in our waters, and it's pulling out heavy metals and toxins. It's pulling out lead and mercury and cadmium, all of these things, right? It's been used for a very long time in other things as well. If you've ever used Pepto-Bismol, kitty litter, food preservation bags, anything that's basically pulled out toxins from anything else, most likely it was some kind of zeolite product. For a very long time, people have been trying to figure out a way to put this in some kind of product that we could ingest, knowing that there's things in our environment, environmental toxins that affect us. The World Health Organization and many organizations have put many studies out there saying that about it's actually closer to like 98% now, of diseases and disorders that aren't hereditary are caused by environmental factors. I told you guys I have lost both of my parents to cancers now that were completely preventable. My dad smoked. We all know smoking causes cancer, right? My mom actually was diagnosed with ovarian cancer from baby powder. I'm sure maybe some of you have, maybe some of you haven't, have seen the litigations from Johnson & Johnson and things like that. This is why I lost my mom. So as someone who's in her mid-30s and has no parents, is very, very frustrated that both of my parents now are gone because of preventable things, it drove me into a more holistic side of nursing. I am definitely someone who can flip the side of a bottle around, look at an ingredient label, tell you whether it's good, bad, you should use it, you should not. So this product was huge when I heard about it. The biggest component that I can share with you guys is there are a lot of companies out there who have great products, especially network marketing. I love network marketing products, most of them, I should say that. But one thing that you'll find different here at NAVAN is we have the studies to back it up. We don't just put products out there and say, oh, this can do this and that can do that. We have our biochemist, Rick Deitch, who actually formulated this product, has clinical studies and white papers, and they're all on the website. And if you decide to partner with us as a business partner, they are there for you to use and share with others as well, which again, I've been in this industry for 5 years. I've never seen anything like that. We definitely go above and beyond with putting and backing up the products that we offer. So what this product does, it's a liquid. I don't know if you guys can see, it's a liquid with a little dropper. You put the drops under your tongue, or you can put it in any kind of water or whatnot. You ingest it twice a day. What it's going to do inside your body is you can't taste it. It doesn't taste like anything, but it's going to pull out environmental toxins, heavy metals, VOCs, which if you don't know what a VOC is a volatile organic compound. These are things that you're going to find in pressure treated wood, things inside your house, personal care products. They're all around us. We usually, touch hundreds of them a day. It's going to pull all those things out of your body. You're going to filter it through your system in your urinary tract. You are not even going to know that anything has happened. So when I say the word detox, a lot of people think that they're going to be tied to the bathroom all day, that they're not white pants approved, and I'm going to leave it at that. But this product, you're not even, again, going to know that you're taking it until a few weeks in, when you're noticing things like less brain fog, less tiredness, more, the ability to focus. You're just going to feel better. And a lot of people will ask me, some of the things that I felt, and it's hard to explain. And I always just say that I'm living my best life. And I can't explain it any more than that. My energy is up. I'm, not short-tempered. I'm just living my best life. So anyway, that's what this product does. And again, lots of information on our website that I'm sure the person that invited you tonight could share with you. Just ask. And again, if you partner with us, this is something that you can share with others. This is huge. This is by far my favorite product. And really, that tagline that we were talking about, make way for the good, really what this company was started on. So this is the detox. Again, it's pulling all of the bad out of your body. It detoxes on a cellular level. There are others that have tried to create what we have. I'm just going to say that again. I don't bash anyone else's thing, but we have the only micronized clinoptilolite light. We have the original person, the biochemist that created this product. There have been others, companies that have tried to make something similar to this with synthetic products that are not naturally derived. I've seen a spray. I've seen all different kinds of things. I can guarantee you, and I've talked to our biochemist about this as well, none of them will come close to what this can do. This detoxes on a cellular level, meaning it can go into every cell in your body, flush out any heavy metals or toxins that you have. This is, again, my favorite product. All right, so that's our daily detox. Next is Restore. Restore does exactly what its name says it does. It restores the good minerals. So this is over 90 trace minerals, naturally derived, hold on, someone's unmuted, naturally derived from phytoplankton in our oceans. It will taste like ocean water, just being honest. So it tastes a little bit like salt water. I kind of like the taste of it, actually. I put it right under my tongue. Some people put it in water. Usually if you put it in a glass of water, you can even taste it. But again, this is magnesium, sodium, calcium, the things that we need to function. This is amazing if you have a headache, if anything, right? You're tired in the afternoon, it's like a shot of minerals, basically. Again, it comes with a little dropper. I stick mine directly under my tongue. The directions say to use about once a day. This is restoring the good minerals, right? This directions say to use about once a day. I use this multiple times a day. It's extremely hydrating because again, think of like a Gatorade, all the good ingredients in a Gatorade, minus all the sugar and the artificial dyes and everything else that are bad in the Gatorade. That's what this is. It's electrolytes. So I use this as a pre-workout. I use it after, if I go for a run. I live in Central Florida, so it is hot and humid here about 11 months out of the year. So I use this throughout the day a lot. It's another one of my favorites. Next is our HGH booster. This is our Regenix. If you are in Canada, this is the one product that we don't have in Canada, and I apologize. But it is an HGH booster. So what this is a cream. You put it on the inner parts of your arms a couple times a day, once or twice a day, and it's going to encourage your pituitary gland to create more HGH on its own. HGH is human growth hormone. There is no synthetic hormones in this. That is not what this is. If you look at the side of the bottle, you're going to see natural ingredients, things like yams and just, again, natural ingredients that are going to encourage your pituitary gland to create more of its own HGH. HGH is the culprit for aging. I'm just going to say that. It's our only product that's not safe for all ages. Our entire product line, other than the HGH, is safe for what I like to say from womb to tomb, from all ages, breastfeeding, pregnant moms, all of that. But HGH, the HGH booster is not. Obviously, you don't want to speed up the human growth hormone in children. That's another most loved product. And then we get into our CBD line. The CBD line is a handful of products. We are not creating the next, and again, you guys all heard Trey talk about that. We're not here to create the next flashy thing or anything like that. We just have a good solid core CBD of a handful of CBD products that kind of go through each delivery system. And what I mean by that is we have, well, first our tincture. The CBD tincture, it's liquid, it's CBD oil. Again, I don't know if you guys can see this. It has a little dropper, you put a dropper under your tongue. You can put it in food or other things if you'd like. It is 750 milligrams. There are 2 ingredients, which I think is extremely important. There are only 2 ingredients in this bottle: CBD oil and MCT oil from organic coconuts. There are no additives. There's nothing in there that you wouldn't want in there. The COA, which is Certificate of Analysis, is on our website for our CBD and is for all of our products. And if you look at that, you'll see that there's no herbicides, no pesticides, no heavy metals, nothing. I keep using the word ick, but I don't know what else to use. Nothing that you wouldn't want in a product that you're using. So again, that's extremely important. one of the things that I'm learning as I'm finding out about CBD more and more and other companies is that not every company posts their COAs. Not only do we post our COA, we post every single batch that we put out. So whenever we get a new batch of CBD, you'll see the new COA posted on the website. Again, that is a third-party test. That is not something that NAVAN does. We send our products out to other companies who do third-party testing on it to be sure that everything that we say is in this bottle, and nothing that we say isn't. So again, that's one of the reasons that we actually are available in Canada, is the efficacy and the transparency that we go through for all of our products. There is no THC, 0. If you look on the COA, it actually shows that. We have many people, myself, I have friends who are nurses who work in government facilities and things like that and get drug tested. There's no THC, which is again is another reason that we're able to have our products in Canada. Next is our CBD Dream. So this is a blend of 500 milligrams of CBD, chamomile, melatonin, 5 milligrams of melatonin, and some other natural essential oils. This is going to help you fall asleep and stay asleep. So this is our sleep product. We have our CBD gummies, which are a favorite. So these, I don't know if you guys can see that bottle. These are 25 milligrams each. There's 30 in the bottle. Again, all organic ingredients. The coloring is colored with organic fruits and vegetables. The flavors are organic fruits and vegetables. It's not made with gelatin, so all our products are vegan. What else can we say about this one? There's just a few grams of sugar, hemp oil extract. So these are delicious. They're highly addictive. I'm just going to be honest. So don't leave these sitting on your desk because you'll just eat them like I do. Next are CBD bath bombs. These are actually, there's a members promotion right now for Mother's Day if you guys are interested in these, but bath bombs, they're 100 milligrams each. There's 6 in this jar, and on the side you're going to see different essential oils that each one of them has, Epsom salt, things like that. And again, just different delivery systems for CBD. Sitting in a bath of CBD is amazing. I thought that the CBD bath bombs were just going to be kind of a frou-frou product, good for, gifts and things like that, but it's actually a favorite for a lot of athletes and people that have sore muscles and things like that. Relieve is phenomenal. This is it's an anti-inflammatory cream. It has product or ingredients like arnica, vitamin B6, MSM, also 750 milligrams of CBD in this jar. It is phenomenal. Again, it's a topical, obviously, so it's like a cream, a lotion, good for sore joints and muscles, things like that. And then last but certainly not least is our Renew. Renew is again 750 milligrams. This is it's a lotion. It's a phenomenal lotion. CBD, if you don't know, is great for inflammation. So any kind of skin issues like psoriasis, eczema, cystic acne, things like that, this is going to be great for. I actually use it as a night cream on my face. And again, there's 750 milligrams in this jar. That is our line right now. We do have other products coming out. We have an energy drink, an energy shot, and then we also have a skincare line coming out. All right, next I'm going to dive right into our compensation plan. Now that the line is a little bit full though, if someone invited you tonight, will you just let me know in the comments? If you guys can let me know who invited you, that way I can check those later and give credit where credit is due. Then we're going to talk about our comp plan real quick. So I say real quick. Our comp plan is super simple, and it is simple by design. So when you look at our compensation plan, I don't want you to think that, well, I guess that's really it, right? It's simple by design. It's created in a way that's not confusing on purpose. And the reason for that is, again, there's so many companies out there that have 12 different ways to earn, or 101 this way, and you got to loop this, and then you need points for that, and then you get paid this way. I mean, this is ridiculous, right? So when we created our compensation plan, I say we, like I had anything to do with it. When our founder created our compensation plan, he really wanted it to be simple by design. And the reason for this is I think the confusion of compensation plans is put out there to make members confused. Again, I don't want to say anything bad about where I came from, but the company that I was with before NAVAN, it was very frustrating. There were so many, you had to have points for this, and you couldn't have upside down peg and this and that. And it was just like, what in the world? And normal people couldn't look at that and know what they needed to do to get to where they needed to be. So when you look at our comp plan, it's 4 ways to earn, very, very simple, very cut and dry. There's no guessing. So the first way is retail sales. And this is a little bit backwards, but when retail sales mean that you send your link to someone who does not want to build a business with you, they're just interested in, let's say, buying a bottle of gummies, right? So you send them your designated link, they buy gummies from you, you earn 20% off the dollar amount, which again is very different from most companies. Usually it's a percentage of the volume that product has. It's not that way here. You earn 20% off the dollar amount of the product. So you sell a product for $100, you earn $20, right? So the next way to get paid is by enrolling a business partner. When you enroll a business partner or a member, it's a member, it's someone that starts on one of our membership kits. We have 4 kits. When someone enrolls as a member, you're gonna earn a designated amount for whatever kit they got started on. So if they get started on let's say a $299 kit, you're gonna earn $75 right off the bat. These are what we call CABs. They stand for Customer Acquisition Bonuses. So again, it's a set amount of money that you earn for enrolling someone as a member into NAVAN. Ready for the fun part? When you enroll 2 people in 1 week, it doesn't matter on what kit it is, you could enroll 2 people, one on a $299 and one on a $499. But as long as you enroll more than 1 person in 1 week, we're going to double the CABs on any of the medium $499 and $999 kits. So this is crazy, right? So I'll explain a little bit more when I flip the screen around and we'll talk about a play real quick, but that's one of the things that just blew me away with this. So whenever you enroll more than 1 person in 1 week, doesn't matter how many, there's no limit to this. So if you enroll 10 people on a $499 kit, you're gonna get double CABs on every single $499. So that's the second way to get paid. The next way to get paid is monthly team commissions. Monthly team commissions, which are phenomenal, are a set amount of money that you get paid depending on what your rank is. Now, if you guys are like me, you hear set amount and you think something like a salary, right? And if any of you have worked in a salary job, most likely you have worked way more than what you've been paid for. Again, this kind of reminds me of my previous company where I worked so much, like 60, 70 hours and was making, 6 figures, but that's not how it is here. I've plugged in every single compensation plan that I can find and that I can look at, and we always pay out, always 2 to 3 times more from anything I've seen. In fact, I encourage you, if you're with a company right now, or you know of someone's comp plan or whatnot, to plug your volume into what our compensation plan is, and you'll see the set amount that you get paid at every single month. So as an example, if you were a manager, you get $100 every month, right? If you are a director, you get $250 every month. So again, it's a set amount depending on what your rank is. Your volume determines what your rank is every month, and your rank determines what you get paid every single month. It's a set amount, so there's no guessing. The fourth way is our rank advancement bonuses. Every single rank has a bonus attached to it. When you become manager, which is our first rank, manager elite, $100. When you become director, what is it? I think it's $250, right? So as you rank advance, you will earn rank advancement bonuses. It's a one-time bonus for you hitting that rank. The larger bonuses, we're talking, I think it's like the 2,000 and up, do get paid out in 2 monthly payments, not 6 months, 12 months, whatever, like a lot of companies have. I personally have not been on the other end of this, but I know a lot of companies that have these great big bonuses, but you have to maintain that rank for, I don't know, like 24 months or 12 months or 6 months even. And it's just, it's almost impossible to do. So again, we are not like that here. You hit your rank, the larger bonuses, again, as long as you are that rank for 2 months in a row, you'll get the bonus paid out. All right, one more quick video and then I will let you guys go. I'm gonna flip my screen around. This is the play. And what this is, it's our very short duplicatable system to the business. And when I say that, I think it's maybe 5 minutes, but it's showing you what you need to do to go out and build this business. So we went over the comp plan, we went over the products. I let you meet our founder, our CEO, and you kind of heard a little bit about what we were here to do. But the play is really what you're gonna go do, right? So you pick your pack, you enroll with NAVAN, and now you're like, okay, Christy, what do I go do? How do I go build this business, right? That's what the play is. So I'm gonna flip my screen around one more time, share this couple minutes video with you guys, and then I'll let you go.
Thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your day to learn how to build your NAVAN business. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through the basics of what it takes to build your business here at NAVAN. Whether you want to build something that's a part-time income, a full-time income, it really doesn't matter as long as you understand the basics of what it takes to actually go build a business. It's very simple, and we've created something that we call the play to help you do that. So I'm gonna walk you through exactly what that means. And you'll see it says manager maker, and that's really what this whole play is about. It's becoming a manager maker. So what is the play? It's our simple method to help you grow your NAVAN business. And it's designed to help you get back your initial membership fee within your first 30 days. That's all it is. It's very, very simple. So what do? You become a manager. So let me show you what it takes to become a manager. When you personally enroll 2 members with one of our membership packs and accumulate a total of 500 in qualified volume within your organization, by definition, you are a manager. You have done the required steps to become a manager. But that doesn't necessarily mean you earn back your initial membership fee within your first 30 days. It also means you have successfully not ran the play. So in order to run the play the right way, we build in 3s. You want to find a third person to do this with you. Let me show you exactly what this looks like. So if you got started on a $2.99 membership pack and you had 3 of your friends do the exact same thing, you now have successfully executed the first part of the play. You've personally enrolled more than 2 people and you have accumulated more than 500 in qualified volume. So you have now become a manager. Here's what that looks like financially. Because you did that, you will earn a $75 customer acquisition bonus for each one of those that joined you. That totals $225. Well, we know you're a manager and you did that within your first 30 days, so you are a manager elite. You'll receive a rank advancement bonus of $100. Well, at the manager rank, when you are qualified, you will earn $100 in monthly team commission. That is $425 that you earned in your first 30 days by running the first part of the play. Well, what's the next thing? You become a manager making factory. You want to start helping your friends that joined you become managers. When you help those people become managers, by default, your business has grown. And now if you look, you will see you have a total of 1,500 in organizational volume. What does that mean? That means you have become what's called a director. That is our play. That is exactly how we run the play. You become a manager in your first 30 days and then help those that got started with you become a manager in their first 30 days. Well, what do you do after that? It's really simple. It's like shampoo and conditioner. Wash, rinse, repeat. Just do it again. Become a manager making factory. That is our play here at NAVAN. That is how you build a successful business that continues to duplicate over and over and over again. So let me show you what the play looks like if you got started on a $4.99 package and then you had 3 of your friends do the exact same thing. Well, you are a manager because you achieved the personally enrolled requirement. You've more than accumulated the 500 in volume it takes to become a manager. But the biggest difference now is the amount of money that you will be paid for doing so. So for each one of those people that got started with you, you will earn a $125 customer acquisition bonus. If you did this within your first 30 days, you will receive the manager elite bonus of $100 as well. And again, at the manager rank, if you are qualified, you will earn $100 in monthly team commissions. So that totals $575. Let's take it a step further and talk about the $9.99 package. If you got started on a $9.99 package and 3 of your friends did the exact same thing, again, you have met all the requirements to becoming a manager, but this time you actually accumulate enough volume to rank advance to director. So just like before, you earn customer acquisition bonuses, but for the $9.99 packages, they are $250 a piece. That totals $750. Well, now because you rank advanced not only to manager elite, but director as well, you will receive $400 in rank advancement bonuses. Now at the director level, your monthly team commission is higher as well. It's $250. So when you add that together, that's $1,400 that you have just made for doing the exact same thing, running that first step of the play, just this time with $9.99 packages. Now I could end this right there. But there's more. During promotional periods, enroll 2 or more in the same 1-week pay period and you will earn what's called double cabs. We will actually double the customer acquisition bonus on the $4.99 and $9.99 packages when you enroll 2 or more new members within a week. So let me show you what that looks like. If you had 3 of your friends get started on a $4.99 package, now the customer acquisition bonus is $250. Well, that totals $750. You still receive your manager elite rank advancement bonus of $100, and you will still receive your monthly team commissions of $100. That is a grand total of $950 for doing the exact same thing that you were gonna do, but now just doing it in a week rather than a month. Well, what about the $9.99 package? If you had 3 of your friends get started on a $9.99 package, again, the customer acquisition bonus is doubled if you did that within a week. So now instead of $250, you'll receive a $500 customer acquisition bonus. That alone totals $1,500. You will still receive those rank advancement bonuses totaling $400, and you will also receive your monthly team commission at the director level of $250. That is a grand total of $2,150 for doing the exact same thing you would have done in your first 30 days, but you did it in a week. Now, what I want to add, and I will be done, is that during these promotional periods, there is not a cap. You can do this as many times as you want, week after week, as long as we are running these promotional periods. So I hope this helps you guys to see the financial possibility that is available for you for increasing the speed and duplicating the play. But guys, that is how we build this business. Run the play, duplicate the play, teach the play. Again, it's just like shampoo and conditioner. Wash, rinse, repeat, and become a manager-making factory.
Okay, just a couple more things and I'll let you go. I promise not much longer. I wanted to touch on, again, just a few of the reasons that I love our comp plan. One, if you've ever built a network marketing before, I'm not gonna ask you to raise your hand because I can't really see you guys, but how many of you have ever had to build ranks underneath you? And what I mean by that is a lot of the companies that I've looked at and some of the ones I've been a part of, I could only get to my next rank if I had so many people underneath me that were at a certain rank. We don't have any of that here. So when you look at our compensation plan, it's based on 2 things. It's based on personal enrollments, which is not much. 2, 4, or 6 enrollments. Yeah, 6 is the top, which is when you are, what is it, a crown blue, I mean, it's some crazy rank where you're making $220,000 per month, and the amount of personal enrollments that you need is only 6, and your volume. So for me, this was huge because there are many times where I missed a rank advancement or I missed a certain amount of pay each month because the people underneath me were not at their ranks. And as a leader, I can tell you, it takes my focus off of where it needs to be because sometimes somebody just may not want to be in the leadership ranks, right? A lot of people just want to make enough to cover their monthly auto ships, and that's completely fine. I'll always love people wherever they're at, but it was very frustrating, like, oh, this person's now not that rank, let's get you back, you know, and my focus was always on helping, you know, or encouraging or pressuring, I hate to even say that word, right? Other people to get to certain ranks so it could help me get to my rank. There's none of that here. So you don't have to develop ranks underneath you to get you to your rank. It only depends on 2 things. Your personal enrollments, which again, the max that you will ever need to have right now is 6 personal enrollments. I think most people know 6 people, especially if they're making $220,000 a month, right? Like, you know 6 people that would want to partner with you. And the other one is the volume that you have in your organization. So again, for me, that was huge. Coming from, you know, compensation plans, again, where I had to build ranks underneath me to get to my certain ranks or whatnot. So I did just want to share that real briefly. I promise to stop rambling. I'm sorry this went so long. Thank you all for joining me tonight on your Friday night. Please get back with the person that invited you. If you have any questions or concerns, they will most likely be able to answer those questions. If not, you can always find me on Facebook or something like that, or you can even ask in the comments here if anyone has any questions. I would be happy to answer those now. I'm gonna just hit stop.